now we understand why software testing is so important and very crucial. And let's talk about what is software testing. I want to ask a couple of questions, right? Just let's play this scenario, right? You go to Amazon.com, in the search box, you put Apple. In the result, what are you expecting? Are you expecting watermelon? Are you expecting a goat? What are you expecting? What if in Amazon search box you search for Apple and you see watermelon in the result? Are you going to be able to tell, hey, is something wrong here? I search for apple, I see watermelon or goat. That doesn't make sense. So it doesn't require computer science background to understand the search functionality in Amazon is not working properly, right? You can tell there's something wrong in there. Now let's assume that you go to ATM. You insert your card, you enter your correct PIN number and how much you want. And you said $200. You press $200 fast cash and it gives you $20. You got pissed. It's like, what happened? Like, I asked for 200, right? And then you see your account. It deducted 200 from your account, but it give you $20. Aren't you going to be able to tell me something wrong with this ATM? The software is not functioning properly. You do not need a computer science background to tell whether the software is working fine or not. So now, I want to just you to pay attention. When you search for Apple in Amazon, what were you expecting? You're expecting Apple related search result in the search result. But when you search Apple, in the search result, you see watermelon, your expectation didn't match because search Apple, expecting Apple. If you search Apple, get Apple from the result, you're like, okay, this meet my expectation. Everything looks fine. But if you search Apple, okay, see watermelon, they're like, it didn't meet your expectation because you were not expecting that. I was like, what's going on here, right? So it's confusing and you know it's wrong. Same thing with ATM. I asked for $200 from my ATM. I have the money. You said you're going to give me the money. You deducted 200 from my account, but you give me $20. I was expecting $200, but why give me 20? It didn't meet your expectation. See that? So software testing is extremely simple. What are you expecting from the software and actually how it did behave? If what you're expecting matches what is the actual result, you know the software is working fine. But what are you expecting from the software did not meet your expectation. You know that doesn't meet, right? You know the software is not working properly. In other hand, we go to Amazon, we search for Apple. In the result, I'm expecting Apple related search result. If the result is Apple related because I'm searching Apple and expecting Apple, it's passed now. It means that software is working properly. But I go to Amazon, I search for Apple, I'm expecting Apple, but the result didn't meet my expectation. The search result is watermelon, goat, I don't know, Caesar, whatever. And you're like, what's going on here? So it didn't meet your expectation. Therefore, what? The software did not work properly. Software testing is very easy. What do you expect from the software? Compare that to how software actually behave. If the expected result is equal to actual result, software is working properly. If the expected result does not match, actual result, software is not functioning properly. That is software testing. Now, can you imagine, guys? Okay. Now, after understanding this, now I want you to just visualize in Amazon, there are maybe hundreds of people testing the software of making sure Amazon works properly. There are lots of functionality in Amazon.com should be tested by software testers in Amazon. What are those functionalities? Create new account, log into my account, search for certain product, compare the price, look at the reviews, read the reviews, look at the pictures. All of the things I'm counting are different functionalities. You like the price, you like the product, add it to your basket. In your basket, you check out, right? In a checkout, you have to put your payment information, put your shipping address. Now proceed for checkout. Take the money, get your confirmation, now get the goods. All these functionalities are being tested by software testers in Amazon. Okay. You know what's interesting? When I ask you guys, can you test software? It was like, yeah, it's just like testing a Toyota Corolla. Can you imagine that we go to a dealership, we want to spend $17,000 to buy a used Toyota Corolla. If I ask, hey, Jimmy, can you test this Toyota Corolla? You're not going to say, since I don't have mechanical engineering background, I don't think I can test this Toyota Corolla. You're not going to say that. Building Toyota is 90% of the work, but testing it is easy. You have to open the door, get in, start the engine, press the gas, press the brake to see it's working or not. Just like that. Software testing is essentially what software testers do is they will use the software like an end user. Who are the end user? We are the end user. At the end, the software is developed by software developers, okay? Tested by software testers, deployed by DevOps engineers. Now we have access to Amazon.com. We are the end user. They're developing it, we're using it. So we're end user. But software testers, they will use the applications just like you and me. Whether it's Amazon, e-commerce application, whether it's bankofamerica.com, banking application, whether it's statefarm.com, insurance application, whether it's T-Mobile.com, like telecommunication applications, it is developed by developers, tested by software testers, and those software testers will use all these applications or softwares like you and me, like end user. But as an end user, when we find something wrong, either we're going to get super pissed, we're going to stop using that applications, but in that case, you're losing money, right? From the ATM things, you ask for $200 and they give you $20 by taking you $200, deducting you $200 from your account. So you lost $180 now. What are you going to do? You can talk to customer service. So when you are finding something wrong with software, basically, either you're going to stop using it or call customer service, but those software testers, they will use just like you and me. But when they find something wrong, they take a screenshot, they write a report, they send it to developers to fix it. That is the activity of software manual testers. And interestingly, though this job is easy to perform, because it's extremely critical to make sure softwares need to work properly, because we talked about it, right? In the case of Boeing 737 MAX, companies could literally go bankrupt if they don't test their software. Though software testing is easy, companies are willing to pay $80,000, $90,000, even $100,000 per year in America for software quality assurance engineers, even manual testers. Now we talk about what is software testing, and we talked about what kind of activities they perform as software testers. At the end, software testing is comparing the expected result from software, how it should work, and actual result, how it actually worked. If it's the same, if it's equal, expected result equal to actual result, it's working properly. If the expected result is not matching the actual result, you know something is wrong with the software. As a software testers, you need to write the report, send it to developers to fix it. That is software testing.